Hello chat, how are we doing? Hope we are doing well. Go to the game, there we go, yeah. Turn Discord down, turn that up. Check our alerts are working because they have been fucking erratic all week. How are we doing, guys? It's Sunday, I know. For those of you on YouTube, I apologize that I've not streamed for a while. Life definitely did a life. And yeah, it's been rough, but I'm back. And here we are, we're going to be painting some space clowns. Starting off with this, I'm just going to do a quick test. Excellent, that still works. Cool. So yeah, I need to work out how to send those to YouTube as well. But yeah, we'll start off with this Jane Zara converted into a solitaire because I saw the new Jane Zara model and was just like, I could do something like that for my Harlequins. Here we are. I also have ready to paint a Lycus, who I repositioned the arms of because the standard pose makes it look like she's just leapt out of a warp pool and gone, jazz hands! And I wasn't down with that. So here we go. What are we going to do? Since my other solitaire that I did like years ago is kind of Joker coded because the entire army is like kind of Spider-Man / symbiote coded. Like they're all variations on that. I think I might do this one Harlequin, like black and red down the thing and then have black with red pads and then red with black pads. I think that'd be a cool thing. That's just me. But we'll try it. If it doesn't work, start again. Start with the good old bad and black. Bad and black! It does sound like a fucking AC/DC track. Alright. Dollops. Dollop it on that. What we'll do is we'll water it down a little bit. I need to get some more medium actually. Because medium's such a better way to dilute paint. I think we'll go left-hand black, so this side. Do it that way. As we can see, zoom in a bit actually. You guys? I don't know why the camera always looks like everything's wonky. Like, that is like actually flush with the table right now, and so is the camera, but... That's better. There we fucking go. So, block out all the areas I want to be black. No, I'm not going to do the boobs different colour from the side they're on. That would just... It looks stupid, I think. That's just me. And then it's going to be painting around the pads. As you can see, the pads are quite... That's looking nice. I like that. And the one shapely butt cheek under there. Gotta be... I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. So I've actually found my painting's really improved since I started using the camera because it's a really good way of spotting like blemishes and shit I would never have seen ordinarily. It's also a good way of checking like how consistent your colour's looking. Like, see, I would have spotted that. I would never have spotted that bit there before. I think we'll just do the... because this bit, like, the boot's actually quite nicely broken up, as you can see. I'm not going to spend too much time on the intersection of boot because I'm going to go over, highlight the detail with something else, and then I can just go back in and tidy up the black afterwards. There we go. I'm going to leave that bit because I'm going to paint the jacket a different colour. Probably grey, I think, just to kind of offset the model. I also managed to kit bash her spear into a Harlequin's Kiss there. I was quite proud of. Ended up being a little bit fiddlier than I would have liked, but the result kind of works. I've also got 5 warp spiders and 5 regular Harlequins to do. I also need to buy another box and convert up some Troop Masters. Or I might just do some Troop Masters from other Aeldari models, because they've got, like, such a good selection. Oh, I might actually turn Lilith into a Troop Master. That could be a nice one. She's got that kind of dynamism. It'd just be like sticking a mask on her face. And then maybe putting Harlequin's kisses on her. But I'm going to make the top mask black as well. Just because I think it'll look... will then allow me to do more with the ribbon and the actual mask itself. Get that in there, like that. Maybe blackline that in. Yeah, I kind of like how striking that looks. So what I'm going to do is highlight this black up, and then we'll do the red. I want to do the pads differently because I want to highlight up differently from the base colours. How do I want to do this? You know, I'll actually just make it highlight it up with grey. So that way I can get it looking light, but it won't look too bad. Oh. So you can see me mixing. My mixing brush. We'll get into the water. Technically I should reverse the colours on those pads there, but I quite like doing it this way. As my model, I'll do what I want. Unless someone drops a dono. Like a huge ass dono to just go, hello, I like you to paint it like a blancmange. Should be a challenge. do this. Highlights won't be particularly obvious at this point, just because it's like so dark grey against it, and build it up. Refine it down to a point. I'm doing these more as painted rather than my usual quick brush technique. I want to get these a bit more accurate. On models like Aeldari, they're easy to screw up that stuff and get it looking like crap. Yeah, there we go. Right, get the next bit in. Mixie brush. There we go, and go to the next set of. Oh. Look at this, this is starting to come together quite nicely. Here we go, get that layer in. I'm glad the Harlequin's got some love in that Grotmus detachment, because I do love Harlequins, and well, they're one of my favourite non-Space Marine factions. Just in terms of lore and in terms of like actual gameplay. They are one of those armies that like everyone's like, oh, they're so powerful, but it's like they are and they aren't. Like they're powerful when in the hands of the right player, because not everyone can just pick them up and go ha ha and win with them. Because yeah, they can output a lot of damage, especially in the Serpent's Brood list, but they are also very fragile. Just what drew me to them. One of the reasons I used to play Chaos Demons before they got rolled into faction codexes. Okay. Went up a bit. Looking a little bit there. Do maybe one more very fine highlight on the edges. And I just want to hopefully can. Yeah, I'll do it that colour. Oh, that's nice. Just try and catch those edges. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's looking. You can kind of see it. It's not bad. Like, I'll take that because not everything I'm going to do is going to be, you know, massively easy to spot on a camera. Especially when it's such a dark colour. I'm trying to keep it as subtle as possible to not draw away from the more bolder stuff I'm going to do. Always come back and add more of a highlight when I do the black plates on the other side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, one more. One more. I know I said one more last time, but we'll do one more this time. What I'll do is we'll kind of feather this highlight layer to try and break it up a little bit. I'm doing like very, very light on this lightest highlight because I don't want it overload too much. Okay. Anyone said hello in the other chat? Nope. All quiet on the Western Front. There you go, now you can see the kind of highlights on there. Cool. I'm happy with that. So now we'll move on to the red. So we're going to use one of the contrast paints. I love these things. Like, ever since I've started using them, like, oh, contrast paints are just the sex. They just go on very nicely. They're beautiful to highlight with. Very few consistency issues with them. All red will be this contrast, will be the base layer for this, the red layer. As you see, that just, oh, goes on so well. What this does is giving her also the impression of muscles, because those plates are actually solid pieces in the stomach area. Here we go. Yeah, that's just front plate there. Oh, we'll get in there. Crap, hand's come unglued it. I need to re-glue the hand, but that's fine actually. That frees me up a little bit. Just get stuff in there. Luckily that hand won't be too much of a problem to re-glue into place. Good. So I'm not sure if I want to do the metal on the boots in different colours or keep it the same metallic colour across both halves. Just for a little bit of model consistency. Because this one doesn't have pads on it. Because it's largely a Harlequin arm. Like this. Oh, look at that. I am liking how this is looking, like it's... Just so I've got them marked for the next stage. I'm also gonna paint these ones. This is the thing, is like getting that all the plate without getting anything else. Quite striking. And then this main part here, and then that's moving on to the next highlight section. Oh, I can see a bit of missing bum crack there. Not that it matters too much in there, but you know, I'll get it. If I don't get it, it'll annoy me. Yeah, that's the kiss there. Do I want to go more orangey red for the highlight? Yeah, orangey red. Thinking about doing it pinky, and I was like, it doesn't quite feel like a pinky model. Oh, kind of screwed that one up. Yeah, fuck it. I can make it work. I can make it work. Oh, that might have overcooked it with the orange there, but it's kind of be a nice contrast to the... Loving how that's looking. Then we're going to do the plates. Looking good. And what we can do... That's the other thing I found about painting with the near white light on is the fact that easier to spot a lot of detail. Like spotting those runes and gems. Like that. Did I can't remember if I caught in here or not, so we'll do it again anyway. Worst that's gonna happen. It's gonna be slightly thicker there. Does that annoy me? Mix in the next layer. Space clowns. What I'm trying to do is get the more raised bits for this. Give it all a bit more depth. But there I can... Let's paint those pipes in a different colour. We'll make them look kind of like ribs. Okay. Ooba-doo. Okay. Then we'll start this biggest plate here. Okay, catch that edge highlight to give it the more depth. I find the beauty of Aeldari models is the way the pads are, you can actually do a lot more lighting tricks with them. Like, Phase Springs I find generally if you try and do, like, edge highlighting is what works best with them, it's what always will work best with them because of the way the models look. Whereas with Aeldari stuff, because they've got so many shaped pads, like there is a lot more you can do there. Like you don't have to do full-on edge highlighting, which is nice. Okay. Check that out. Oh, that's... I dig that. That is looking quite nice. And so far it's been, like, not too much effort either. I think what I might do is mix in a bit more of the orange this time, maybe a little white, and then go for like a very subtle edge highlight just around the areas that are the most reflect, like where the highest point of contact would be. Actually, I won't need a little bit of white. That'll be fine as it is there. Just a little bit of that orange actually, enough. Yeah, just at the biggest point of like where the light would catch if it's coming down from above. Oh yeah. Haha. Yeah, that's caught it really nicely. Do 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 do. Hey, let's do it. Do 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 do. Oh, I always go a bit quiet while I'm super concentrating on really tiny highlights. Oh fuck! Just realised that's out of the pad there. Actually, that kind of works. Aha! Covered it. Oh, you can never tell there was a splotch there at all. Do some little tiny edge highlights in there just to define the plates up a bit. And we'll put a little bit of on the very edge there. Kind of round that plate out a bit. I should probably do a little bit of edging on the edging on these plates just to give it that little bit of definition. I noticed one of her tits is bigger than the other. Like, legitimately, the way it's been modelled. Like, that tit's like fully pressed in and that one's fully... I have literally just noticed that. So when Jane's Arc, because the actual Jane's Arc model stands like that. And has the other arms stretched out. So yeah, she's got like... Even Eldar X arcs have uneven titty. There you go. That's a thing I learned today. Yeah, I think I'll do another edge. I like around there of like a lighter grey, just and then just do it round to tie that together. That'll be a later problem. Right, let's do the black pads on the other side. Just to kind of round that out. All this. Because... Yeah, I've only got a couple of pads to do on this. All the blackness. Okay, catch that. Are there any more? No, it's literally just those two pads. Damn. Wow. Look at almost kind of Sith Trooper though. Actually, catch it around there. Things only I would notice. Like that, literally like that tiny millimeter there. It's looking quite nice. Do, 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 do. I've got Prince stuck in my head. Oh. Nope, shit. Just completely fucking overloaded that. Balls. Okay, let's darken it down a touch. There we go, that's better. Yeah, let's do this. That's not quite right there. I can tie that up with later layers. But I might actually tie it up and do that extreme layer. Oh, ad break on Twitch in about 5 minutes. So if you're on Twitch and you're lurking and you want to carry on without ads, consider subscribing. You can do it for free with your Twitch Prime, which costs you nothing because it comes free with Amazon Prime, and you can give one of those to any creator you want, and it costs Bezos money. Or, you know, the other less reputable ways like using an ad blocker or all the other fun stuff. On YouTube, you won't be affected. I don't think I've even got ads yet because I'm not at the point where I can be monetized. Oh yeah. That back section, I think that's going to be green, just because it will really offset the model. Right, this I've deliberately kind of overloaded because I'm going to do a lot of very fine edge highlighting with it, just to get definition back in some stuff. I'm noticing on the camera, lacking a little bit of definition places, which is fine. Haha. Ahar, har, 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 har. I'm liking that. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, what do I want to do next? Loincloth and jacket. Those are the next big areas. We'll do them. Oh. Start the old Caroline green. Spin that around. Let's get some more of this. We'll go to that bucket. That grade brush. Yeah. Cat hair. Cat hair is in everything. Aha, there's some tiny coins there I didn't notice before. I'll pick them out after I've got the green on and done. Yeah, I like this green. That was a good choice. Already just giving it a nice center point. Hey, do. Can I get in there to get that last little bit? Yes, I can. Oh. Let's do it. I'll paint that little gem for now. Here's the ad break on Twitch. Apologies. Okay, let's get it painted in here. Okay, look. Should paint that on maybe with a thicker brush just to get the coat, but then that's what we've got highlight layers for. Here we go. Yeah, I dig that. Quite dark at the moment. That'll be fine, because I put my finger into it by accident. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to break a rule now and go for blending in white to get this to... Actually, that's quite a nice colour. I'm going to use a bigger brush on this highlight layer for the coat, just to kind of make it look tidier, because it doesn't show it on the camera, but on the actual model it's a bit patchy. Just nature of the paint and stuff. That's okay, because we can tidy it up now. Yeah, that's done a lot to kind of tidy up the layer. And we'll do it down there as much as we can without hitting anything else. Yep, looks a lot better already. A lot better already. Mm-hmm. Well, let's paint the edge of that. Balls. Yep. Caught that. Oh, check it. Oh. Okay, these creatures actually kind of do that for me. Ha ha ha! Success, chat, success. I don't have to do too much highlighting on the loincloth because it's already kind of in there. Also, white is it's the contrast color, but I don't want it to be like a big draw away from the rest of the model. So I'm not going to spend too much time getting the loincloth right. So I can always wash that as well. Just to paint around the edge of the coat there. 40k thick fabric is so much thicker. Want to get that kind of fabric-y vibe, so I'm not gonna paint this like highlight this as smoothly as I would. Okay. Want a bit of dynamism into the fabric. We're gonna dry brush this highlight layer on just because I want to get it done quickly. And I feel it'll work for the cloak, or for the coat even. Yeah. Yeah, I will wash this down, I think. Just to tidy shit up a little bit. Dooby dooby doo. Shooby dooby doo. Nice or not? It just needs a wash, I think, just to tidy that up a little. The problem with this green is it dries up so fucking fast. Like, there are some paints where, you know, they'll dry up, but it takes a lot longer, whereas, like, the greens have always been one of those really fast drying ones. Ay, chihuahua. I definitely need to invest in a wet palette. Oh, that's not good. Doo-ba-doo. Yep, that's good. Oh, I've already got null oil. That should work for what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is wash in here. Ah, superstar. Yeah, that's tidied it up immensely already. We'll do the same on the back. Doing well. Metal mask. Oh crap, the staff's kinda... I only just noticed the staff's kinda cracked though. Oh, it's still solid. Huh. It just looks like it's cracked. Oh. I actually kind of like the purple just as a thing there. I might actually just leave them purple and just highlight it up a little bit. Do the top's purple and do the bottoms kind of like a silvery. I'm going to break from usual tradition. Clip my best moments. Audio and chat. That'd be great. Oh. A bit of this down. I'm going to try and experiment with it. Okay, so we're going to do it. I always wanted to see how this would just go on directly to a model, because normally I build it up first through darker silvers. Definitely see this difference. That's quite nice. Straight on the model. Okay. Experiment's going kind of well. Yeah, I think I'll try this, actually. I'm quite liking where this is going. So I want to do kind of flashes of silver rather than just overload it with it. Or just... So I can always re-highlight that. I can always wash that down with purple again. Oh yeah. Okay. Aha. That's what I wanted, that. What I was looking for. Actually, just because I've noticed all that bottom section links up. Do it this way, just Hey Scott, how you doing? Happy New Year and all that. Hope you had a good New Year so far. As we do this. And this. Bit of it's been kind of like up and down, like it's been expensive so far in replacing my RAM sticks, but other than that it's been pretty good. So far I'd say it's a net win. And now I'm painting a space clown. Da -ba -da. Da -da -da. Have you been any closer to getting... I know you sound like you were having computer issues. How have they been going? In fact, I should just pick the detail out on that. It's fucking impressive. See, I'm gonna kit bash a troop master. Like, this is a kit bashed solitaire from Jane Czar. Ah, good stuff. I'm gonna my other project is gonna be, I want to kit bash a troop master using Lilith Herosprex, because I just love how much motion's in the model. Because, like, I'm looking at other Aeldari models, I'm just like, that looks so much cooler as a Harlequin. And since the Harlequin's got the new detachment of Doom and Grotmus, Space Clowns are back on the menu, boys. And girls, men's, thems, and femmes. Unfortunately, like, the hand that joins this to the thing broke, but I could glue it. But that's how my Harlequin sits, basically doing a shit-eating thing. Are they spinning or are they just balancing? I won't tell you. I fill in your own narrative. Ah. I need to glue it back together. Aha. Let's catch these coins. Yeah. Lilith Herosprex. Check her out. She's a beautiful model. I also got this bad boy for my Harlequin army, because I love the Lyricus model. Although I had to repose the arms because I didn't like the sprung out of a warp portal, looked like I've done jazz hands. So I repositioned the arms in it. I think it now looks a lot better. Alright, high reflective stuff, so we just go straight in, mix some white into the silver. I do have silver on, it's just out of the camera shot, sadly. Now I'm gonna fuck this up, or it's gonna work great. Positive thinking, positive thinking. Where is my Supreme Super Detail brush? If you're gonna buy your GW stuff, if you're gonna buy 40k stuff, buy it from Element Games. I'm not sponsored, but they they are like one of the cheapest places to get it. Like they get like they're generally between 10 to like 18% off, depending. Screw that off. I think I screwed that bit up. So far, that's actually working. Okay, this is working better than I thought it would. Yeah, that always looking nice. I kit bash all my troopers. I will use Witch Elves. I will use Succubi from... I'll use like the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Witch Elves. Although the Witch Elves from 40k are quite nice. I just bash in other elven kits that have got a lot of motion to make my troops. I mean, this is my other sorter. It's a bit older, but this is like several kits in this. I don't know if you... There you go. Yeah, a bit better now. Like that was... I think those legs were from a wood elf. Wood elf, and then like a troop master torso, and then just bashed in the arms. Because luckily a lot of the Aeldari kits, more than anything, any other range, I think, really interchange across both Age of Sigmar and 40k. So that's worked. That's actually worked quite nicely. Flatten my brush just to catch the edge of the blade there. To be fair, like those Harlequins are, what, 10, 12 years old now, those kits? Back when Harlequins actually had a fucking codex of their own. I miss those days. Yep, that works. I need to highlight the actual mask up. So do I, but the detachment we got for free as part of the Grutless calendar is fucking amazing. Like, holy shit, it's brought, like, Harlequins are now gonna be meta. Because literally, like, anything that's a Harlequin that's mounted on a transport gets sustained hits 1. Anytime you disembark from a transport, you also get sustained hits 1, and that's on all of your weapons. And then you've got, like, all these stratagems that just really buff your units. Like, you can do hit and run with your bikes, or you can... What you can do is you can get out of a transport, assault, kill something, bounce back into your transport, and have the transport zip away. Like, it's a really solid detachment. It's actually what made me dig my Harlequin army out and start adding back to it. I was just kind of like, I miss my Harlequins. Sustained hits, basically, whenever you roll a 6, I think it is, you generate another hit off that dice. Now, given that Harlequins can shit out can just shit out attacks and firepower, and it applies to both melee and close combat, you can just spam a load of shit. And Harlequins are very, very good against... Well, Harlequins can punch up against most shit now. There's a lot Harlequins can do. Especially now that everything, including vehicles, is on toughness and wounds. Yeah, exactly like that. But they can get it while they're in a transport, and then if they disembark from a transport, they keep the effect. And then you've got stratagems, which are these things that you generate command points each turn, and they allow you to do various effects called stratagems, which each detachment has a unique set of, in addition to some generic ones like Overwatch and shit. And use of command points at the right time can swing an entire turn. And all the Harlequin stuff is about making you more killy and then getting the fuck out of there. So you can imagine, like, you basically get, like, because the transports now hold 6, so that's 5 Harlequins and a character. You can basically just load up, bounce out of a clown car, fuck something up, and then bounce back in. And all do that all in a turn, because ordinarily you can't, unless you use a stratagem, you can't embark and disembark in the same turn. Unless you've got, like, the assault ramps that Land Raiders have. So as you can imagine, the fact that Harlequins, who are quite squishy, can just bounce in and out of transports just to completely not only keep up their sustained amount of attacks, but also just completely fuck something up while doing it and get themselves protected because they've gone back into their transport. Oh, and also you can say, like, yes, they do. And they have 4 up invulnerable saves as a standard. So they can move. Fuck, probably gonna need to re-glue that back on. Now, in fact, it gives it to... Yeah. Well, the flip belts also allowed them to move over things. Like, bounce over units to assault the unit behind. I need to check the rules and see if they can still do that. Because if they can, that just makes things even funnier. Because if they can get around screening units... The good thing about the Harlequins is, though, they've got a detachment in both the Dark Eldar and the Eldar codexes. Although Serpent's Brood is a Codex Eldar thing. So it means you can always ally in Craft World Eldar stuff, like Warp Spiders. Well, it's not even ally, you can just take it as part of your Force Org. So Harlequins now are not just stuck to their limited amount of units. Yeah. Well, to be fair, like, they still can. Like, Harlequins have always been able to do that. It's just now they've actually got some survivability to them. Which is something, you know, it's not survivability like a Marine or a Terminator. But it'll mean that they can hit hard, get out of the way, and then do it again. Unless your opponent's got something that can really fuck you up. No, it's still 5+ because they're Aeldari. But to be honest, in the current edition of 40k, you always take your best save. So if you've got like a 2-up and a 4-up, you'll take the 2-up unless some, because now it's got the old style save modifiers on it. So if your 2+ save gets modified to worse than the 4+ invulnerable, you then take the 4+ invulnerable. So there are like things you can do. There's tech there. I need to tidy that jacket up. It looks horrible. Actually, I just paint purple diamonds over it. It'll be fine. How do I want to do this race bone? That is the question. That was my Drooky purple. Cheers, I'm going to do that. Shade brush. There you are. Fucking out the way, brushes. Oh, that looks so much better over the metal. Yep, that's working. Fair enough. Do that actually. That kind of tidies it up. There we go. Oh shit. Fuck that pad up. Luckily I can go back and fix it. I'll use this time to fix shit. Hello, I'm Kikora. Yep, there we are. I need to grab a paint. So I forgot to bring over Shapty Bone. Well, the Wraith Bone stuff. I should be back in a second. Well, I don't need... Because I keep forgetting I've got my portable mic on me. Ha 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 ha. So I can keep talking as I move across the room. To get stuff. That's Deepkin. Don't want that. Haha, there's my Shapty. Oop, Shapty. Alright. Let's make some room back in my painting area. Right. Mm-hmm. Dooby doo dooby doo. Dooby doo doo. Ha 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 ha. Wraith Bone in 3 easy steps. Get up Shapty Bone. Wash up Shapty Bone down, then reapply up Shapty Bone. There we go. Do 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 do. it's done that. Covered it. Like it. Need to wait for it to dry before we wash it. I should do those streamers purple. Just to kind of tie it into stuff. Alright. Because what I can then do is wash that purple as well. That covers up that blemish quite nicely. Yeah, I think while that dries, I'll do purple headbands and stuff. Oh, Luxian purple. I've never actually used this. Hello, Latta. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. I was wondering if you'd show up for 40k stuff. Welcome on in. I hope you had a good festive period and New Year. Did the Metachrist give you everything you wished for? Or was he a bad Metachrist? Hey. Hey, let's get you. Oh, there we go. Ah, it's actually going on quite nicely now. Need to repaint a couple, fully repaint some others. See, every time I pull an army out, I'm just like, I can do that better, and it always ends up a full-ass repainting project. You're very true there, Latta. 40k stuff is trench stuff as well. Although, like, I've been seeing on YouTube, like, a lot of Trench Crusade YouTubers saying stuff like the company behind Trench Crusade are now proving to be worse than GW, and I'm like, I've not watched the videos yet. But I was like, what have they done? Have they defended their copyright? Because they legally have to do that, or they lose their copyright. See, what I'm hearing, Scott, is like that sounds like a chance to maybe reinvigorate your army with new stuff. Yeah. What color? What color are? Well, I should say, what mask are yours? Oh, they basically So basically, they're saying like, we're gonna have to go and defend our copyright. We'll let you know what's gonna happen then. Which means, like, given how like liberal they are with a lot of shit, someone has to have been really fucking going the old IP war, right? Snap that off for now, because I'm going to glue it back on later. They're a homebrew mask. What colour is it then, Scott? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fucking fair enough then. That's not making them as bad as GW. That's, you know, they legally have to challenge that, because if they don't, then they'll lose the right to their IP. Like, that is sadly international law. And if someone is being a dickhead and ripping off someone's IP, then they deserve to be fucking cease and desisted. As far as I knew, they were... Oh, cool. As far as I knew, they were, like, because they don't care about people on Etsy selling their shit from the official STL files. Like, they've actually, if I remember correctly, they've actually said they actually kind of support that. Because it means then it gets the game in the hands of more people while they get their production stuff shored up. That's part of the issue. Told us nothing, why this happened. I can't imagine they'll start, like, we also got to remember, like, this is, like, it's just after the festive period, so they're probably waiting for it. Do that. I'm sure they will tell us, like, in due time. I think legally they have to tell us. We also got to take into account, like, they are a much smaller company than GW. Can I reconstitute that? Yeah! Throw enough water at a problem and it will get reconstituted. Throw enough water at a paint and it will come back to life. Unless it's solid, and then you're fucked. Right. Happened over the holidays. Yeah, they should be. Yeah. Like, I can't imagine they're doing it to be dick moves. Because even Thomas Pirion knows that to do something like that would be to fuck his system in the ass before it's even had a proper chance to... Oh, I should keep that in the fucking picture. And Thomas Pirion is not a stranger to these kind of things. As is anyone in the gaming industry, because, you know, people will be people. Oh, to be fair, like... There's probably someone just taking the piss and claiming it was there, like... They probably called it something like... Okay, cool, I'll have a look after the stream, dude. Probably somebody's like, gone, we will cash in on this, but we won't call it Trench Crusade, we'll call it... Oh, fuck, what? I can't remember. There's other terms for trenches, like Trench War or some shit. Hello, kitten. I see you there. Yon Cadamus. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. So it could be that it's... That's definitely a colour scheme, Scott. So yeah, it's basically at the moment, a bot's caught it. They're now probably assessing whether it is actually like a legitimate challenge or whether it's, you know, sorry, false alarm, we didn't mean to, you're fine. Well, I suppose like that would be a good use of AI. Because you'd set it with the criteria and then it would look for those those legal points of similarity. Might be one of the first uses of AI. I don't automatically go, ugh. All right. I love how deep this purple is. Ah, it's a band. Okay, so they've already got the take it down. That means it must have violated the standard then. It's just they haven't made it public yet as to what. Yeah. The thing is, like, the company behind Trench Crusade are like, even though it's made up of like a load of XGW staffers, as most of these things tend to be, like, they are, this is the first big thing they've done, and already people go like, oh, that worse than GW's legal department. It's like, you guys don't understand how copyright law actually fucking works, do you? Paint that and then just leave it there. I might repaint that grip to black. The encoder's up. What? Fuck off. The encoder should not be overloading. Like, nothing's anywhere near stressed OBS. What do I want to do with this? Is the question. No, I think that grip being purple's too much. Change that to black. Fuck it. You're seeing me like go through things in real time. This is my mental set. This is my mental processes. So some affected were merchants that were selling on behalf of third-party makers. Third-party makers have been given the Trench Crusade compatible moniker by. Okay, so some of it's been, this is legitimate stuff, this is fine, because we've said this is cool. And other bits of it are people just getting a bit sly. Yeah, it looks better with a black grip. So the people who buy the license to sell, user who announced it was Diceverse. Diceverse has been told his product is Trench Crusade compatible. He sells the license to people and they then sell them. Okay, so he's basically subcontracting his license. And that's what the issue is, because while he has permission to do the shit, the other guys don't. It's like second-hand use of the license, which is that the issue? Yeah. Those individuals, yeah. Okay, so it looks like Diceverse has been a bit fucking shady with the use of the license. They've been like, yeah, you're getting them off us, you can totally sell them. Here, give us 500 quid for it. And then, obviously that's where the issues come from. Need to keep that on shot, my bad. So it's basically Diceverse have been a bit fucking shady. They've sold stock, which, you know, fine, they can do that. But they've also like gone, oh no, we'll cover you under our license, it'll be fine. Yeah, like that's... I mean, like, bravo for being the first. Also, you know, welcome to FAFO. You have fucked around, you are now about to find out. Because even if FFI don't take him to court, the other merchants probably will. Yeah. Ah, okay. So it's like kind of like an official proxy model thing. It's like you can use this range of 3D printed models to stand in for our system. Okay. So it's just confusion as to what the license actually covers then. Maybe question mark. The whole, you know... He's going, oh, this is an official licensed product, it's fine. Other people are selling it under that license because it has effectively been approved, but the license doesn't actually cover that. It doesn't cover the reselling, it just covers the whole, hey, this is legit. Again, that doesn't make FFI as bad as GW at all. That's just miscommunication by the look of it, and it looks like it's getting sorted out. Because like companies like FFI don't want to go to court because it's too costly. Yeah. Ah, yep. Yeah, so it's essentially this range of minis here you can use with Trench Crusade, and it's perfectly legit. You can take it to tournaments, you can take it to, you know, award ceremonies or whatever. It is cool. Not, this is cool, sell it on to other people. So it's less a license and more a stamp of approval, and that's where the confusions come in. So it looks like it's just a misunderstanding rather than someone trying to get fucking crafty with a like trying to get crafty and make money off someone else's IP. Baby kitten, how are we? Yeah. Okay, right. That's making a bit more sense. So why is the cease and why has it become a legal matter then? Or is it just the bot's got a false positive? Because it sounds more than likely it was that. Like the bot just flagged it. And if it's a new system, like, bots will get false positives until, you know, that's how they learn. You need to refine down the criteria by which the bot works. As I've been learning, because I've been fucking around with AI. Just to kind of see how it actually works and whether it will fucking take over humanity. Spoiler, in its current form, you'd really have to fucking try. Then it's not really artificial intelligence, it's like... It's more like it doesn't do anything unless you prompt it to, and the thing you prompt it to do, it will do exactly unless you're very specific. Because it will take the most literal interpretation of what you ask it. Hello, baby cat. Yeah. Yeah. Understandably, they're going to be, you know, anxiety riddled because they're going to be like, fuck. It sounds like it has been the bot fucking up because no one's done anything wrong by the look of it. It's just been the bot going, ah! And having a bit of a fit. But again, we don't have full command of the facts at the moment. But of course, people are going to rage bait on YouTube because that's what YouTubers do. I mean, I'm now technically a YouTuber. Yep. That's looking a lot better already. Hello, baby kitten. Rub the butt. Rub the butt. Oh, I've got a baby cat. He's not so much a baby anymore, but he'll always be my baby, won't you, you little bumhole? Okay, let's tidy it up a little bit. Build up another layer. You touch that bit of purple up in that. Because I just noticed a little bit. Yeah. But again, if it's been something that's happened over Christmas when they're not about, you know, there's also a bit of grace that should be given to them. I mean, hopefully this will just be a learning exercise for them, like in the future, making, you know, this is teething problems with this bot. We're probably going to get a lot more of this across every industry because it's a good tool for automation. It saves a lot of man hours. Yeah. I mean, it should have been, but at the same time, like, when you're sold a product and you're told this is how it works, this is what it does, this is how it works, you believe the person that's selling it to you. You're just like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It's not until you get something like this that it'll come up. So, you know, I'm not defending what they've done at all, like what's happened, because one, we don't know. But at the same time, it's like someone who has worked in business and they, you know, dealt with tech issues and shit, you can ask 1,000 questions and you'll still find a problem that was never covered in any literature or any situation that, you know, foreseeably could have been done. Yes, kitten. I hear you chirping at me. Yes, baby. Where? Oh, there you are. Oh, baby. Mm. As I said, like, at the moment, we don't know what it is. Hopefully it's just a, hey, the bot was a bit overzealous. You know, we sorted it out. This is the way, for the sake of clarity, this is how it works. X, Y, and Z. Thank you for bearing with us. We apologize, yada, 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 you know? Or for all we know, it could be something deeper. And the story we've got so far is just the tip of an iceberg. Because it may well be that the bot's flagged it. It's then been sent for peer review. And the lawyer's actually gone, hang on a minute, that is fucking sus. We don't know. Oh, he's your baby boy getting his head rubs. Ah, there we go, baby. Oh, rub the cat. Great. I'm going to try and glue that back to the contact point of the hand. This is going to be fun, chat. Cool. Got the edge prepared. Gonna have to use the lighter to clean out the glue. Oh, let's do the thing. Probably should put a pin in this, but it's a fucking Eldar arm, so it's really tough to do. Glue. Okay, I actually thinking about this, I've got a question. Does this mean like all the people that are selling Trench Crusade minis on Etsy that they've printed, is that good or is that not so good? Because as far as I know, it's fine, but I also haven't looked too dramatically into it. I'm actually super going to fucking do this. Yes, baby. I know, Munchkin. I think that's potentially, like, if that's a grey area, that's one they're going to need to clean up because there's a lot of Trench Crusade being sold on Etsy. Like a hell of a lot. Oh! Come on, Clue, you fuck. There we go. It's done. I just need to hold it there. Hold it there and chat. Then we've got this bad boy to paint. I probably won't do that tonight. I do love the Lurkis model. It is beautiful. In fact, all the new Eldar sculpts are really nice. Because who doesn't love fucking space elves? I think this might have to be a stream affair. Do some tidying up off stream. Cat's gone off on a sulk. Oh no, he's not. He's there. He's on the warm part. He's on the warm part. Hello, baby. Right, I think I'm going to call it that just because this is gluing and it's probably going to take a while to set and I don't want to start anything else tonight. So I will be back definitely Tuesday where it'll be another painting stream. We may finish off my Solitaire and then start Lurkis, or we'll just go straight on with Lurkis. I'll thank you all for coming out and hanging about and doing the thing. You guys are awesome. Like, it's just good doing this and having people to chat to. It's actually giving me motivation to get shit painted as well, so I'll actually get my pile of shame down. Let's see what there is to see. Nothing on the Twitch side. We'll just call it there. So yeah, I will be back Tuesday night around 8 PM GMT. Because I am Scotland, so that's my time zone. Thank you all for coming, hanging out, and doing the things. I'll catch you sexy bastards all later.